Hello, my name is Bailey Massey, and today I'll be giving a social media strategy pitch for Tntp. Before I begin, though, I'd like to introduce myself. My name is Bailey Massey. I'm a multimedia producer for nonprofits that need someone to help tell their story. As a visual storyteller, I help nonprofits expand their reach on digital platforms. With my experience in video production, visual design, and digital marketing, I can create content on social media for you. Whatever your problem is, I hope I can be your solution. Now, before we begin, I'd like to go over the social strategy. And the goal of Tntp is to ensure that poor and minority students have access to effective teachers in public schools, as well to push policies that promote effective teaching in classrooms across the country. And the goal of the social media is to expand the reach of the organization to new audiences, specifically educational leaders in prospective school systems and nonprofit donors. Now, in my research on the organization overall, I found that many of the posts are used to help promote the blog and encourage users to read more there. And some pros on the organization's social media: it is clear that a lot of time and effort is put into the text of each post. When compared to a lot of organizations that tend to not do as much, it's a great sign to see that's happening here. And clearly, from the post, users can understand the main goals of the organization. However, though, the style and substance of the posts at times are driving users away from the social media feeds, as most users don't have time or energy to read the posts, as well as the visuals are not connecting with them in the ways they need to. Now, the main goal of the social media strategy for Tntp is to improve Tntp storytelling on social media through visuals. Now, my first SMART goal is to improve the social media messaging through multimedia presentations. For a majority of Tntp's social media posts, they are more static with photos, graphics, and text. These work fine, but do not work well in drawing in new audiences. One method would be more multimedia presentations on social media, including video, audio stories, and animations. Even 1 to 2 multimedia posts a month to start would add a lot of variety to the feeds. From there, depending on what is working from statistics, more time could be prioritized for different kinds of posts. My team can visit a selection of schools to capture content to produce for social media. Expressing the goals of the organization visually will do better on social media when a user is more inclined to watch a 1-minute video than read a long-form blog post. A year would be a good barometer of time to see how effective the strategy is, especially on a platform like Instagram. And the second of the SMART goals is to increase followers on Instagram. Currently, Tntp's Instagram account has over 3,000 followers compared to Facebook with 21,000 followers and Twitter with just over 33,000 followers. To start, I would recommend working towards increasing the number of followers to 10,000. Given the visual focused nature of the platform, I feel it is an achievable goal to start as a means of promoting the mission of the nonprofit. The goal is relevant to the organization because in trying to promote our mission, having a boost to your followers on a major platform like Instagram can have a major impact on the reach of the organization. This is a goal that can also be judged after a year to see if the goal has been successful and if the goal can be increased to more followers. Now, 3 of the key metrics we're going to use in judging these goals are growth of followers on social media feeds, including Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We're also going to be looking at engagement with the organization on social media, including likes and comments. And lastly, we're going to be following view/engagement counts on multimedia content, including 3-second video views to see which videos are connecting with the audience and which videos are not, and how we can use that to improve future videos, animations, audio stories down the line. Now, to begin, I'd like to discuss how we can implement brand ambassadors to Tntp, and a suggestion is Tntp spokespersons. Now, this campaign would be connecting with school teachers, administrators, and more to share why Tntp is so essential for success. And on the right here, we have an example, which is a quote from a 8th grade teacher. It is, easy to read, text is large, a nice photo as well. The graphic pops out, as well as a large border at the bottom showing TNTP with the tagline Reimagine Teaching. And along with this, we would share on social media with the hashtag MyTNTPStory. So we could build out a collection of spokespersons to help tell the story of TNTP, as well as down the line, we could encourage users to share their own stories with the hashtag, which we could then bring back as user-generated content to share on our own feeds. A way that TNTP could implement paid advertising is through a 1-minute video ad of students talking about their school experiences and their amazing teachers. And the objective would be to highlight the mission of TNTP and how the organization works to improve the lives of students. And the budget for this video would be $600 to pay for both the ad spending for that month as well as for any video production costs. And specifically, this video would target older adults who like to give to education nonprofits, and this ad would run on Facebook and Instagram. And I'd like to play a short 1-minute and 30-second video of an example of how a video ad can be used to tell stories from a student's perspective. This video was one as I created as an advertisement for New Beginnings Family Academy, a public charter school in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and this was for their enrollment campaign.
My teachers are very kind and nice to me. They motivate me to do better. When I grow up, I wanted to be a teacher too.
My favorite subject's math because it's easy for me, and I like doing math because it feels like it's the best subject for me to learn.
I like the library because it has a lot of books, my favorite books, and I like to read a lot of books.
I like NBFA because I like coming here to learn math, and that's what I've been getting. And I'm very good at math, and I love the environment here, and I love coming here to learn.
One thing I like about MBFA is the community we have. It's very diverse, and there's a lot of different people from different places.
It's a great school. I love it, and I will never leave the school. I love my friends. I love my teachers. They help me learn. I started at a small reading level now. They're helping me to get to level M so I can go to 3rd grade. I love this school.
We love New Beginnings Family Academy!
Apologies. And this type of ad is a great example of how you can use the students and their stories to help show the impact of the school, and a great way that can be transitioned to showing the impact of the teachers thanks to TNTP, as well as this type of content works really well with donors online. Now to move on to the social media budget, our timeline will be 1 year to execute the strategies for maximum effectiveness. And the overall budget would be $15,000, with $10,000 going to hiring of the social media team and $5,000 going to paid advertising for the year. And the value proposition of TNTP would be to increase the social media awareness of the work, to improve student learning by increasing teacher performance and providing better resources. And not only would this help communicate key goals to prospective school leaders, but also to donors to support the mission. So what we would spend from the budget for social media content, we would get back in school leaders and donors. Now for the social media team, the team would consist of myself as the social media strategist, who would manage and coordinate the social media team, and who would track engagement and connect with followers online, as well as we would have a video editor and producer who would capture stories at different schools and create multimedia content for social media feeds. And we would have a graphic designer who would collaborate with the video producer to create graphics and designs for social media feeds as a way to have a connected visual identity of the organization. And the producer and the graphic designer could be first brought on as a part-time, and depending on the workload could be increased to full-time or on a contract basis. Now to conclude, Improving the visual storytelling done on social media will help increase awareness to the key audiences we really want to connect with. And I hope I can work with you to make the goals of the social media pitch a reality. Thank you so much and have a wonderful day.